market pulls back as expected, then sells off after hours. Is it game over for the bulls? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact we should be looking for a pullback in either wave 4 or wave B, and that's exactly what we saw yesterday as the market chopped sideways to lower for most of the day, then gave us a shakedown operation after the Amazon earnings. They spiked down and held support and then spiked up off of that. So now the question is, can the bulls hold support? I'll get into that in just 1 second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so with the spike down after hours, things changed just a little bit. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart. And if you've been following the channel, you know our primary count is an ABC higher up towards the 4,200 area, but that is has a bunch of sub ABCs inside of it that will build up to that. So our primary count right now that we're tracking is the A wave up, the B wave down, and the C wave up towards the 4,000 to 4,100 area to complete that move, just depending on how low this B wave can go. And from there, we would look for another B wave pullback down here towards the 3750 area, and then a push higher up towards that 4200 area to challenge the August highs and give us a B wave off of this A wave low over here before we see a C wave down towards that 2900 to 2500 area. Now, we were tracking a potential wave 4 here, and I think that that is going to be fairly unlikely unless the only way that can happen is if this was all of 3, and we'll get into that in just 1 second. So let's look at what our path is here in the short term. Okay, we know the bigger term, we're looking for this B wave down to 3750 or 3700 to 3650. But in the short term here, as the day goes on for tomorrow, what are we looking for? So the path right now can go a couple of different ways. We talked yesterday about this being a potential expanded flat, A, B, C down, okay? I don't think that's going to be the case now, as this doesn't look like a clean C wave and it's getting a little too deep for that particular pattern. So instead of that, it's looking like off of this high, we have A, B, and we're in C down now, okay, where they spiked down here and they've tried to reverse it, and they can definitely go lower from here. So the primary target for this pullback would be around 3,700. Okay, it can go as low as 3650, and then we would look for that move and reversal off of that area. That reversal should be a pretty strong C wave towards the 4,000 to 4,100 area, and of course that will be a 5-wave structure on the move up. I draw a straight line, but remember the market moves in waves, so you'd see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move up, not this straight line. Okay, so that could be the first option that we're looking at. The second thing we can be looking at is it is possible that this was all of wave 3 here, and this would be the wave 4 pullback. And in that case, we have not invalidated because this wave 4 held the pivot, the 618 here at 3758, and it also held above this high around 3733. So anything below this 3733 area invalidates that potential of having a 5th wave higher towards 3950. Okay, so the wave 5 has to move down to the 1618 because we hit the 1382 here. So that would be 3950, which is a very valid wave 5 target, the 1618. So that is a possibility that we have 5 waves up into this move here. This is a wave 4 pullback, and we get one more wave higher towards that 3950 area, which would complete a wave 1, okay, off of the lows, or a bigger C wave at that point. So there's a couple ways to look at this. We'll need more information on this pullback. If they come back down and break this low, it's very likely we're headed down towards that 3,700 to 3,650 area, okay? But if they don't break this low and they continue to move higher, then we should start looking at the potential move towards this 3950 area and a potential wave 5 to complete the first move off of the lows. All right, over on the NASDAQ, okay, we actually have a pretty different structure, which makes me believe that the B wave is more likely to play out on the ES than the wave 4 or 5 combo that we talked about. So with the depth of the pullback on the NASDAQ, okay, we're looking more at our primary path being still the ABC, so A, B, and then C up and A towards that 12.4 area that we've been talking about. Okay, so that's still the primary path, but for this pullback, okay, we're looking at an ABC because they didn't make a new high here. So we're looking at an ABC down where you get this move down, you got B up, and we're in the middle of this C wave. and it's potentially over. That did get down to the 618 here. It's potentially the low for this C wave, and we'd see the reversal after that continue higher up toward that 12,460 area. Okay, that is potentially possible. It is also potentially possible that this bounce here is just wave 4 of C, and we would see one more move down from here into the 10,780 area before we see that move higher up towards that 12,461 area. So it's going to depend on this low on both the ES and the NASDAQ, the low of that spike down from the after-hours selling on the Amazon earnings catalyst. So that low is going to tell us if we are going to go down towards the 764 on the NASDAQ and down for that B wave on the ES before we spike higher towards the targets that are this A wave here at 12,461 and the A wave on the ES, which would be the 4,000 to 4,100 area. So this spike down low, again, guys, is what we're really watching. Below that, and it opens the door for the final wave down to complete the pullback, and then we should look for a spike higher off of that support. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there and make sure you love it. Make sure you become part of our trading team and that it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We have 2 incredible rooms. The first one is my Invest with Jacob room. In there, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a very small price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you really have to see to understand, which is another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where you put $4,000 into a small account, trading mini ES futures, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can make some money together. All right, the key takeaways for today. We're looking at these lows here, the spike down low on the ES at 37.58. If they break that low, it opens the door to 3,700 to 3,650 at that point. From there, we would look for a bounce higher in this C wave up towards the 40.50 area. However, if they can hold this low and continue to push higher in an impulsive manner, then we would look for 39.50 to be our next target higher before we see our next pullback. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of thing. We're looking at this low here from the Amazon sell-off. That low is what's important. If they go below that, we're looking at the 10,780 area, and then we'd look to hold support and push higher towards the 12,460 area. Guys, it's the weekend. Grab a drink, enjoy your family, get away from the computer and your phone, have some fun, do something awesome, and I will talk to you next week.